for this game one. See SHUN from Japan for GameWith on the bottom, on the blue side, and we see on the red side on the top, it's going to be Dylan for KIX. Starting us off with the Mega Minion and also the Infernal Wizard, just to make sure it's like an available counter.
Seems like Dylan is also cycling a little bit, so SHUN just throws out their Infernal Dragon because he has to wait for that giant push coming in.
He's also saw the Flying Machine being a pest for the Japanese players, and every time they see that, they just go automatically go with the Fireball to get rid of that.
After seeing the hut though, this may actually not be as big of a push, but here comes the Night Witch.
Okay, we do see Night Witch, which goes very, very well with the usual Golem Rush, but what does that mean though? We do see the Golem as we just mentioned, and we're going to see that being put forth by Dylan first, and how well can SHUN defend this one is going to be the key point here.
Does have the Infernal Dragon, but locks onto the tower already. There's a zap to cancel.
Yep. So he's going to get down to 1700, and it's going to continually go down with the kind of emergency Fireball, and those Spirit Goblins are putting in damage, and that's going to be the first tower going down.
This will get nicely down. Having the Baby Dragon at that moment locking to the Golem did not help him too much.
Yeah.
Maybe placing him right after. I believe he was waiting for that cycle because he also had to use that Dark Prince right before. Maybe Infernal Dragon was the card up right after.
It was interesting to see what he can do with that, but obviously Dylan getting the better of that push in that first instance. Now we're going to see the Elixir Collector being put down by SHUN.
The moment SHUN thought that he has everything to his hand right now, except the tower down, of course, but that poison spell basically did every counter. Did all the damage to the tower, both of the tower and the Elixir Collector as well.
We basically saw SHUN's Elixir Collector being wasted there with the poison coming in from Dylan, but now we're going to see the double Golem push. See how that works out.
There's a Lumberjack. As the final card from Dylan wants to push all the way in. Fireball, thrown.
Very nice.
Very nicely done, but still there are lots of units behind Flying Machine, and the Dark Witch is coming.
Usually he likes to get the Fireball towards the Flying Machine because you know that can do a lot of damage from such a long range. And can we get that push though? The Lumberjack now coming back here again.
Dylan now dealing with the Night Witch, just throwing down everything. Flying Machine is not dealt with by anything from SHUN. We'll actually get a great defense here.
8 seconds and 7 seconds to go. Will we see Dylan just raise his hands up and celebrate his first victory? Because we think we're going to get it with that first tower going down so quickly for him. That first Golem push that came very, very early in this game. And SHUN could not be able to defend that. And that's going to be the first game here.
Game 2, of course. Even with that expected push from Dylan, SHUN could not really defend it as well. Now he does have the Collector to begin with.
Going extra aggressive here. SHUN just trying to make sure he is ready for that big
Dylan
push.
Switches to a charge, like with the Battle Ram. Very likely we'll get to see the Bandit as well as the Dark Prince.
Okay, we're going to see the Fireball utility used.
Does land on the tower directly.
Yeah, so it's going to get the charge on. But Dylan, nice shot of taking down the Elixir Collector and the Night Witch with that Fireball. So very nice. Now even Zappy Speed coming in. That's annoyance.
Poison will just take them out, but as well, great way of defending with just 4 elixirs.
Zappies can be really good in terms of defending, just to make sure it slows down all the enemies coming through. And Dylan, good use there to make sure he gets no damage onto his tower. Okay, so it's another Elixir Collector being used now by SHUN. Another charge onto left side. Lumberjack just trying to finish him off. Just make sure he doesn't get the charge.
Great reaction time by SHUN there to just drop down whatever he had at the moment. Lumberjack, and even getting the Rage.
Yeah, Night Witch is going to survive for now, but it's still going for that Fireball just to get that +2 train. Make sure the Elixir Collector does minimal work.
Of course, your tower's damaged on the right side. You don't want to place your Elixir Collector onto the same side anymore. The Fireball will be doing damage to your tower as well. So SHUN changing the direction, going to the other lane.
Oh, but the Zappy someone on the right side. Don't know if that's the right position to go there. He's just going to go all in on the right tower to make sure he gets this one before anything else.
Right after the Golem, SHUN does not have enough to defend anyhow.
Yeah.
He will lose it. Might as well just trade it for the left side. He's going to make that push.
How long can those Barbarians last? That's the big question, and do a little bit of damage onto that King's Tower. Obviously, you see the Infernal Dragon being zapped out, but otherwise, still gonna do decent damage onto the Golem there.
Well, Bandit does not get the dash to the tower. Just land on a unit.
Okay, but it does get that one dash and a few hits, and its two mini golems are still alive. And that will be the tower trade for SHUN now. Getting that one go through it. The Elixir Collector is still running. If he can just defend this against the charge, this is looking very good for SHUN now.
In terms of the damage, SHUN getting a near perfect defense with the dash from Bandit as the last move, so he has caught up.
Yeah, but the Elixir Collector is still running, so that's a lot of advantage now going over to SHUN. If he can get this pushed in, go for that 3 crowns, I'm sure he's going to try to do. I wonder if Dylan can be able to fight back from this.
So SHUN goes all the way into Fireball, not really targeting the Elixir Collector. Might have been a mistake there.
Yeah, I think he would have went for the Elixir Collector more than a Night Witch.
It was possible to catch both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I agree.
Nice Golem. Taking that Infernal Dragon, locks onto the Golem. Is there a zap available? Not yet. Doesn't even want to risk it. Fireball actually gets the Golem down. The first one, Gold Might's on top. And this may be just 3 crowns. Poison Rending on everything. Tossed down right in there. Rage secures the kill.
My goodness, and SHUN, he was ready to go when every time his Elixir Collector would chip down by the Fireball, he knew.
Directly to King Tower. King Tower does less damage, but it's a lot more HP to work with. So in terms of how far you want to push in, SHUN, he knew that he had all the potentials to go in.
We see the Master of the Golems with SHUN showing it off once again. That 3 crown. It's not really no slouch for this man because we've seen him do it again and again. Coming with the 3 crowns to get the victory over his opponent. And that made Dylan look quite silly in the way that he was just lost very casually there.
Bars to do with the Miner, and also the Skeletons from the barrel will actually land a decent amount of hit.
Yep. So he didn't have a direct answer to those Skeletons, not spells. Anything to work with. I don't think he had the zap because he was not in rotation. He used it a little bit earlier. Lava Hound this time around for SHUN.
At the Golems last time, it's going to be air in Game 3.
Now we're going to see the Lava Loon combo with the Balloon and the Lava Hound in play. That might be a possibility. We still have 2 cards. Yes, we do. So the Balloon is going to be in play. It's going to speed up the Lava Hound as well.
Who brings the Skeleton Barrel right after.
Okay, so kind of a weird choice in the way he brought that up. Look at the Balloon. It's still going at it. Second drop. And that's a freebie. That's an absolute freebie for SHUN. Getting 83 damage. That will be secured by the death damage of the Balloon. And that first tower now going over SHUN.
Dylan does have the spells. He didn't really want to use it in a way. Maybe he was having a low spell. Very, very low spell. So that can't really do too much damage to the Balloon directly. I believe that has to be the only way because he was holding on to that. Fireball, of course, does not take the Balloon out, but it does most of the damage.
Now, we saw SHUN do this to multiple opponents where they make them look really bad, like as if they made a really big mistake, but it was just SHUN being masterful in his craft of trying to just push toward that tower, and this time it's the Lava Hound and the Balloon combo. And he had no answer whatsoever. Dylan had no answer to that push whatsoever.
Yeah, he only had a zap, so he was just holding that forever and ever, no defense against that Lava Loon.
Lava Hound, Balloon.
It's just going to continue. SHUN, knowing after all the 10 cards, he's just going all the way in. He wants to trade, make this into a push, but Dylan, he's going all in.
He's gonna go for the 3 crowns here. How long can he make it though? The Balloons gonna be stopped very well by the bats here. But still the Lava Hound is gonna be going forward. And the second Lava Hound now just trying to tank it up to go forward as much as he can. 823 on the second tower and eventually will go down. Very nicely done by SHUN on second tower. That is going to be ending in 10 seconds. How does Dylan come back from this, having to get a fresh tower on the left?
Even a Sparky is not going to be so perfect for Dylan. Throws it from the last Miner to the King Tower. That's going to be it. SHUN coming back strongly in Game 1.
Oh my goodness. And, you know, we thought that maybe Dylan winning out in Game 1 might have indicated to us that we were going to get a very close matchup.
Yeah, communication, and we are in. Of course, Tornado Man is out there. Let's see what kind of card we are going to have with start. We're going for that Lava Hound.
And even the Mega Minion pushing it forward a lot faster. We're gonna see the Golem on the other side for Japan though, with GameWith, Amaterasu and YUIHIIRO for GameWith. Trying to make that into the play.
Chronos Dragon locks onto the Lava Hound, will get taken out easily.
Yeah, even the Mega Minion could have theoretically knocked away, obviously, the Infernal Dragon, but we saw it being anchored away by the guards. Right on time, so very nicely played by GameWith there.
Ooh, look at this push, continuing the Dragon. Dragons are going directly in. Now even the Double Prince, the Rage Potion right on top.
Okay.
Gets the charge onto the tower.
One push that comes through with one hit. That does come for that Prince, so definitely a trade won by GameWith on that occasion.
That's about the same. I think a little bit more came out from GameWith in that push. Still having a better one because they had Infernal Dragon just walking towards that bridge from far away, locking onto that Lava Hound initially. Getting that damage was crucial.
You can see an almost simultaneous summon of the Lava Hound, but did two Lava Hounds? This is going all in for KIX, and we've seen this again and again where, you know, Southeast Asia region as a whole, they either like to go all in or nothing. And we've seen that from multiple instances, but we're going to see two Lava Hounds. If this doesn't work out, definitely would tell that the defensive efforts from KIX will definitely be absent as well.
Now Infernal Dragon does lock onto the second Lava Hound. Get taken out.
It's a corner. That's definitely a fail for the double Lava Hounds, getting no damage onto the opponent tower.
In the meantime, Golem does a lot more.
Yeah. 738 with the poison. Doing so much right now. Even that Dark Prince is not going to get the charge, and nothing is going to get their damage yet, except that one hit coming from that Flying Machine.
With the poison spell, totally worth it.
Yeah. Doing
the damage, and Princess Tower just taking every single one of them out.
Look at that double Golem though. Double Golem versus double Lava Hound. As long as he can just aggro that Lava Hound away, make sure the Infernal Dragon knocks it away just like that, melts it into pieces. We're gonna see.
Great poison from KIX, and the Miner has started to do damage, but Dark Prince already been dropped.
Okay, we're gonna look at this 687, 642. The most important thing is now, can KIX get this tower here? This is going to be the most important thing, but another Miner being summoned.
But guards will actually get a great counter against it.
Oh, it's not gone, so
only
it's
26 with a good trade with the towers both sides.
Okay, so we might just see a 3-crown race from both of these teams. But actually, we're going to see the other end of things where Lava Hound is being summoned on the side of KIX on the right side. So 2-crown is going to be the option here. Once again, double summon.
It's worked a lot better for KIX this time with the Musketeer, with the Flying Machine. It's continuing that push on their side. Infernal Dragon already taken out from the Flying Machine alone. Nicely done.
Okay, you can see the Miner. The little giblets do some damage onto the tower. The second Lava Hound trying to do as much as it can. It's going to be underwhelmed for the time being. That Golem push from GameWith has been stopped to a halt there.
Yep, no damage. It was early on. Broken in half by the Infernal Dragon.
Okay, we're going to still see there's a lightning spell coming through to get the two Infernal Dragons very, very weak. Are we going to see this keep going here as the Rage comes about? Double mini Golems trying to do as much damage as they can. 1535 here, but with the Mega Minions putting out so much damage here. We can survive here.
Great trade to push their own in, but Flying Machine does not get the lock on the tower, but Miner will get some damage done right now with the poison spell.
That was a very aggressive Lava Hound summon right in front of the King's towers there, and very easy to defend against when you're GameWith. You have two Infernal Dragons to work with. Now we're going to see that's just as aggressive of a summon right there with the Golem from GameWith. See how much this can push.
The real push is coming from the Prince to get the charge off from the shield from the Prince.
Okay, but we're going to get this charge. That doesn't connect. See how this goes, though. The Infernal Dragon getting free hits. I think this is going to be the game end here, but it does get stopped.
Very close.
269.
Too close. And the poison will not finish it, but it will be very close to a finish. They just have to defend this one timing.
Yeah, just one more spell rotation is needed to get 53 damage. Anything, any one hit from anything could finish this game for GameWith. Let's see this here, and that's all it takes. Just a one lightning spell, 6 elixir. A little bit overkill there for GameWith, but still gets the job done. Even if they are considered by many as the best team in the tournament so far, I feel like they are still working their butts off to make sure they are better for every single week.
Now they bring their own miner this time.
Oh, that's an early summon of the Infernal Dragon, trying to just go up against that Golem, obviously. But we see a P.E.K.K.A here, trying to be that true counter.
Was banned for 1v1, but not in this case. Prince getting that charge off of P.E.K.K.A.
Prince is gonna have no chance going up against this P.E.K.K.A here. And we're gonna see how far this can go in. You see the Infernal Dragon from the KIX just doing damage to the skeleton being summoned out of the tombstones.
Electro Wizard to delay and basically just take out the Infernal Dragon.
Absolute nullification of the Infernal Dragon when you can get that done.
Once again, the Miner Prince has to come behind, so Miner actually does have somewhat of time to do the damage. Goes down to 1600.
Some cycling here. Make sure they are ready for this one. You see the rocket being played to get away from the Infernal Dragon. That is overkill, obviously. You're using 6 elixirs to kill a 4 elixir unit. And really, you're not killing anything off with it. So that's a loss of elixir for KIX there. And even that Golem does not make the final push.
Yeah, KIX, they would have liked to connect that damage along with that tower. Maybe then they will get the full value, but didn't really connect anything. Was straight to the ground, only getting Infernal Dragon in that case. But they wanted to cycle a little bit by throwing down that spell.
Exactly what you saw out that elixir win trade from GameWith from Amaterasu and YUIHIIRO. You saw them go very aggressively after that second push.
They did some more damage with small units in hand, down to 1100. KIX, what else do they have in push? There seems to be lots of solutions, even the Electro Wizard has been the one. Hunter now coming in for the push as well.
See how this goes. Good use of the poison there. The P.E.K.K.A to finish off, to chop off the enemies. We're going to see him get that done. Even the Electro Wizard very nicely done so that his P.E.K.K.A stays alive.
Perfect defense.
Very nice there. Very reverse counter. Very much needed there. Prince being summoned again, but you see the Miner and the Electro Wizard doing a lot of damage to the tower.
Ooh, I believe GameWith has got in control of this. They just have to defend. Here comes another Infernal Dragon. Cannot zap away 2 at the same time.
Yeah. And you know that's going to be the end of that Golem. Obviously just going forward once again. And even the Mega Man just trying to wipe off the opponent. Infernal Dragon showing wits about their defensive strats here.
Great guards just in time. To delay that charge from Prince.
Oh, and an offensive P.E.K.K.A being summoned. Just that one swipe is needed. That's all they need. And
double the Miner and the Fireball to secure the tower. That's basically, that will be game over and match set point for GameWith.
Absolute domination from the Japanese side once again in GameWith. Amaterasu and YUIHIIRO showing why they are so strong. 1v1 it's been about SHUN, 2v2 it's been about these guys, Amaterasu and YUIHIIRO. These